Hey everyone, thank you for coming back to my channel. If it's Sunday, it's tutorial day. We have today this very dramatic cut crease, and on the lips the match of the eye, so to say, the same maroony kind of color. So if you want to see how I create the look, then keep on watching. I always like to start by priming my eyelids, so I'm using the soft ochre from MAC exactly for that purpose. I'm applying it with the finger. And afterwards, although the soft ochre from MAC tends to set quite matte on the skin, I always like to set it afterwards with a powder, and this time I'm using the Master Fix loose powder. This is the baking one. And now let's get serious. I'm taking this palette from Ziva. It's the Nude Spectrum palette, and that shimmery, champagne-y kind of color, and I'm applying it with another Ziva brush. This is a fiber brush, so it's better to be used for cream eyeshadows, but it did the job nonetheless, so I'm happy with it. For liner, I'm using this one from H&M. It's a black liquid liner, and I'm applying it in a favorite fashion, so to say, in a straight line, but not so thick and long as I would normally do for a glam look. I'm taking again the Ziva palette and I'm dipping into this eyeshadow, which is a matte brown kind of coffee eyeshadow, and I'm mapping out my cut crease with this. I'm using for this a fine eyeliner brush from BD Tools, and I'm doing this first because I can always rectify easier an eyeshadow than I would a gel eyeliner. So this for me is a classic case of a cut crease with this elongated wing on the side. So as you can see, I'm applying the color, but I'm also smudging it, blending it at the same time. The next step would be the gel eyeliner, and this one is from Inglet. I am intensifying the crease with this, so the most intense area would be the exact cut crease, the line of it, and it's going to fade out towards the brow bone. On a small details brush from Barbara Hoffman, I'm taking then the same color from the palette and I'm blowing out that line. I don't want any harsh lines, I just want a nice gradient from the most intense area to nothing. I did then apply a bit more of that lid eyeshadow, and I took it outside between the tears of the eye look. As I always like to do, I'm going to leave the eyes for now and do them later. So I'm going to move now on to the rest of my face. I'm doing now the eyebrows with this small trio from Eyelure, and this brush is from MAC. One of my favorite face primers is this one, the NYX Pore Filler, and I always like to apply it with my fingers. And then I'm using the Fit Me foundation. It's a matte one from Maybelline in the shade 105, and this brush is from Real Techniques. It's the foundation brush. My concealer is this one from LA Girl, the Pro Concealer in Porcelain, and I'm being a bit sparingly on this because the shade is not my right one. It's a bit too light for my taste, and I love the concealer, but I don't want to mix it with anything else, so I'm going with it. I'm rolling with it. I'm then going to take the Master Fix loose powder from the beginning, the one that's meant for baking. I'm not going to bake, of course, because I never do. I don't want to look like an old prune. I just want to set my base, so this is going all over my face, but in a thin, well blended layer, and mainly to the T-zone. The bronzer is from Kiko, and I am using it to bronze up my face, to give life to my face, and I'm not going to talk too much about this product because it's a limited edition. I don't think you can find it on the market, but yeah, I love this shade on me, so I'm using it. Just use what you have, what you like, because this is not the focus of this entire look. I'm also shaping my nose because I've noticed in photos that it gives that illusion of a narrow and straighter nose. I kind of like that, but I'm not doing this on a daily basis. I'm just doing it, for glam occasions, which is this one. It doesn't mean that you can't do it on a daily basis. You can do whatever you like, whatever makes you happy, because makeup is washable. Just remember that. But I don't have the patience, so that's that. I love this highlighter. It's from Dior. It's the rosy shade, and the reason I love it is because it doesn't contain chunks of glitter in it. If you apply just a little bit, it's going to look soft on the skin, but you can also make it look blinding if you use a heavy hand, so you can have both. Mascara on the top lashes, I'm using here the Urban Decay Perversion in black, and then I'm going to put lashes. I've got those lashes from the House of Lashes in the style Starlet, and I must admit, I didn't think I was going to like them. You can see my face, but I did. I love them. With the black eyeliner gel from Inglot, I tight lined, and I used for this a Real Techniques brush. I also made the eyeliner look a bit more smooth because I felt like it wasn't perfect enough, so I did that off camera, just so you know. So this is it for the top part of my eye. I'm now concentrating my attention on the lower part. I am applying the same brown color underneath the eye quite heavily, and I am blowing it out with this Q-tip. In the waterline goes this nude eyeliner. It's from Burberry, and it's one of my favorites because it's really intense and it's going to stay there. For the lower lashes, I'm using the MAC Extended Play Mascara in black. I always use it because it's waterproof and it's not going to smudge underneath the eyes. I've left the blusher for now because I wasn't sure about the lip color. I did decide in the end, so I am using for blusher this one from Lani. It's in Luminoso, and I personally think it goes really well with almost any skin tone and almost any makeup look. And I'm only now contouring my cheekbones. I'm using for this Makeup Geeks Breakup. It's a contouring shade, and this is a Zoeva contouring brush. For lip liner, I went with the Essence lip liner in Lovely Frappuccino, and then I used a lipstick from L'Oreal in the shade 634. So guys, what do you think about this look? Did you like it? If you did, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and also follow me on social media. I'm gonna catch you now in my next tutorial. Bye!